Shalom, Messiah and Christ bless you all. This is Officer Emmanuel. Today we will go into the true dark history of what they call today Thanksgiving. But to us, the children of Israel, is Thanksgiving, because this is them commemorating and celebrating the massacre of our own people, our own forefathers. Let's get to it. Although many Potawatomi and others across the United States celebrate Thanksgiving, the factual history behind the holiday is something to be less than thankful for. While communing with loved ones and showing appreciation for the bounties and gifts provided is one positive aspect of the national holiday, teaching a false narrative of its beginnings perpetuates colonialism and ignores more than 400 years of atrocities committed against Native Americans and First Nations people. The formation of Thanksgiving as an official United States holiday did not begin until November 1863 during the Civil War. President Abraham Lincoln officially established the holiday as a way to improve relations between northern and southern states as well as U.S. and tribal nations. Just a year prior, a mass execution took place of Dakota tribal members. Corrupt federal agents kept the Dakota Sioux from receiving food and provisions. Finally, at the brink of death from starvation, members of the tribe fought back, resulting in the Dakota War of 1862. This is exactly what the scripture spoke about in Revelation chapter 6 verse 8. Let's take a look. The book of Revelation chapter 6 and verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. These pale horses represent the Europeans. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. These nation of people represent death, and wherever they go, it's a massacre, a massive genocide. And captivity, slavery always follow after that. That's exactly what it did to the Native Americans. Let's continue. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. Where is the fourth part of the earth? That's the Western Hemisphere. That's where you have your North, Central, and South America. The first part of the earth was the land given to Shem. The second part was the part given to Ham. The third part is the part given to Japheth. The fourth part of the earth is the Western Hemisphere that was given to the Native Americans, the 10 tribes of Israel. The tribes that the world say is lost. No, they were not lost. The original people in the fourth part of the earth were the 10 tribes of Israel that moved from the Eastern Hemisphere to the West to keep the commandments of God. So power was given unto the Europeans to go to that fourth part of the earth. To do what? Let's find out. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword and with hunger. And with hunger. Kill with sword and with hunger. And with death. And with the beasts of the earth. Let's go back into the article one more time. Just a year prior, a mass execution took place of Dakota tribal members. Corrupt federal agents, these are the pilgrims, the Europeans. Corrupt federal agents kept the Dakota Sioux from receiving food and provisions. That's the hunger we read in Revelation chapter 6. Let's continue. Finally, at the brink of death from starvation, members of the tribe fought back, resulting in the Dakota War of 1862. In the end, President Lincoln ordered 38 Dakota men to die from hanging. That's lynching. That's what they call lynching that happened to who? To the blacks that was brought from West Africa to the Americas. So the Native Americans were lynched also by the white men. And this is happening during the time that slavery was still hot. The same president that black people love, black people believe, freed them from slavery, which he never did because of our own benefit, but for the benefit of the Union. Same people, black people say is the first black president. No, that's our enemy. President Lincoln is the enemy, he's the devil. He's Satan's spawn. Same time, he was also killing the Native Americans during the same time. A couple of years later now, there's an emancipation of all the slaves in America. The same man is killing our own blood brothers and lynching them. And here we are as blacks in America, celebrating the massacre of our own people by the same man you believe freed your forefathers. Make it make sense. In the end, President Lincoln ordered 38 Dakota men to die from hanging, and he felt that Thanksgiving offered an opportunity to bridge the hard feelings amongst natives and the federal government. It was propaganda, Dr. Mostel explained. It was to try and build this event so that you could have a deeper narrative about community building and coming together in shared brotherhood and unity. That's all that was. That's all President was doing. That's all Lincoln was doing. False illusion. That's all he created. Prior to European arrival, America's indigenous did not experience illnesses attributed to livestock, overcrowding, or poor hygiene. That's why we read in Revelation chapter 6 verse 8. When he said this, pay attention to what he said here. The Lord is showing us something. Pay attention. Revelation chapter 6 verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. The beasts of the earth is zoonotic diseases, livestock diseases. These nation of people brought diseases from Europe and came to the Americas, where the Native Americans were living, and spread the disease that killed the people that owned the land, that were there way before them. That's what we are just reading in the article. Prior to European arrival, America's indigenous did not experience illnesses attributed to livestock, overcrowding, or poor hygiene. Residents of Northern Europe and England rarely bathed, believing it unhealthy, and rarely removed all their clothing at one time, believing it immodest. No one wrote in lies my teacher told me. So the Europeans have a history of not taking shower, cleaning themselves up, because they believe it's unhealthy.
When you shower, what's the first thing you wash?
Okay, I definitely go hair first.
Hair first?
Hair first.
Do you wash your hair every time?
Well, I only take like one shower every 6 days, so.
So you start with hair?
Start with hair.
And then
I'll normally do conditioner, and then face wash. Then I get out.
There you go. She's in there just... how long is your shower?
I have no shame. It's not my past, it's my present, and I'm not ashamed. I do not wash my body.
At all. Yeah,
it's a waste of time. The soap like runs down you.
Sure.
Because like, you know how the soap's like.
Yo, absolutely. I'm on the same page.
Like...
And they don't even change their clothes. They believe it's immodest to change their clothes. That's how dirty and filthy the pilgrims, the Europeans, the white nations are. When they came over here, bringing disease with their unsafety, health, hygiene. The pilgrims smelled bad to the Indians. Squanto tried without success to teach them to bathe, according to Fanny Ziner, his biographer. In fact, 3 years before the pilgrims landed, English and French fishermen transmitted diseases to tribes as they came ashore to find fresh water, firewood, and capture Native Americans for slave trades. So the French and the English were transmitting diseases to the Native Americans. And we're capturing them to sell them as slaves. That's exactly what we read in the Bible. That's why we all need to understand the Bible is a true book. And you as a black man, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, shame on you. You hate your own people. It's like you celebrating the death of your own best friend, the death of your own father and mother. who was killed by your own worst enemy. You are celebrating the demise of your own people. Black men, we need to wake up. Thanksgiving is not for us. Black men, we need to wake up. Thanksgiving have nothing to do with thanking God for anything. It has to do with everything bad that happened to our people and to the Native Americans. We need to take good note of that. So with the history that was just brought out, we're supposed to understand better and know better now that Thanksgiving, which is Thanksgiving, Thanks Massacre, Thanks Genocide, have nothing to do with God, have nothing to do with celebrating whatever God did for us during the year or month or week. It doesn't matter. It has everything to do with the brutal atrocity that was committed against Native Americans, our own brothers. So let's take good note and stop celebrating the death of our own people. It makes us look stupid in the eyes of these people because they know why these Thanksgiving, this festival was instituted in the first place. With that, Israel, I say shalom, Messiah, and Christ bless.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong.